Welcome to Getting to Know You. I'm your host, Eman Tuzman-Eagan, and I'm happy to welcome you to this podcast where we get to know the members of the Berkshire Hills Music Academy community better. Our guest for today is Maddie, joining us from Berkshire Hills. Welcome to Getting to Know You, Maddie. I'm so happy to have the chance to interview you today.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
First question, how did you get involved with BHMA?
Well, I was looking for a place to do my internship, and I sent out an application, and I didn't know if I'd actually be able to intern here as a clinician, but my cousin is Angela in the office.
No way.
No kidding. So she was able to hook me up. She put in a good word for me.
Family affair?
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. But she definitely hooked me up there, and that's kind of how I got started here.
It's good to have family in the business.
It definitely was nice. This is an excellent place to do an internship, so I could not be happier.
So, leads me to my next question. What's it like to have Angela as a cousin?
She's fantastic. I couldn't recommend a cousin like Angela more. Very fun, very kind. She's the best.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I spend most of my time when I'm not doing school stuff. I like to go on a lot of hikes. Spend a lot of time with friends. The two definitely overlap, so I'll be going on hikes with friends. But yeah, I think right now I don't have the most interesting downtime because of a lot of it is just school stuff. But yeah, hiking and hanging out with friends, I'd say.
Where did you go to college and what did you major in?
So I did my undergraduate at Western New England University, and I graduated in 2020. I majored in psychology, and I minored in Spanish and education. I don't tell a lot of people I minored in Spanish because I cannot speak it, so I kind of just, for professional reasons, I only minored in education, but technically I also minored in Spanish. And currently, I am getting my master's in clinical mental health counseling at Springfield College.
Can you tell us more about that?
I totally can. It's a great experience. It's a cool program.
It's a good school.
I'd say, yeah. Big fan of it. It's a really nice program. All my professors are really cool. All of them are also still in the field, so they have a lot of first-hand experience that they can share with us. But it's a really, really cool program. I feel like I'm learning a lot, and I have friends in similar programs at different schools, and dare I say, I think I might be getting the best experience, so I like it quite a bit. Mm-hmm.
Can you demonstrate us a little bit of Spanish for us?
Something I would say a lot when I was in classes, lo siento, pero no tengo tiempo para eso, which means I'm so sorry, I don't have time for this. And that's about it.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
What you don't play, so like
I don't play any instruments.
No.
I can sing a few songs in the shower, but that's about the extent of it.
How long have you been working at BHMA?
My exact start date, I think, was September 12th. I think. Okay, twins, but okay.
You didn't tell me that in the interview.
Well, I didn't know the exact date until it was said.
Yeah, I think it was quite literally September 12th. So, since September 12th.
What year?
If memory serves me right, 2023.
Oh, last year.
Yep, right last year.
How did you get involved with BHMA?
Well, kind of like what I said earlier, I was looking for an internship, and I applied to a few places. But, okay, so to expand on it, I live very close here. I live close to my home. And I drive by BHMA all the time, and it always looked like a cool place, and I heard wonderful things about it. So kind of like applying for an internship was a little bit of a shot in the dark. I knew they had some ties with Springfield College, so I figured I'd try it. But I was pretty confident I wasn't going to get the position, so I was over the moon when I did. It was definitely my first choice, for sure.
Off the record, it's not really that good of a place.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, but...
If you had a superpower, what would it be and why? Everyone has trouble answering this question.
It is a tough one. I've been
Even
asked
she
this
had
before.
trouble.
Well, I've been asked this before, and nobody likes my answer because they think it's cliche. But I think flying.
I love to fly.
I think flying. I think it'd make transportation easier. But who doesn't love a little wind in their hair? You know. I feel like flying's my go-to answer for that.
Where did you grow up?
So I grew up. Okay. I moved around a lot, but like locally. So first couple of years I was in South Hadley. Then I lived in Granby for a little bit, but then I think in 4th grade I moved out to Belchertown, and I spent like my entire time in school in Belchertown. So Belchertown Middle School, Belchertown High School. And then my senior year of high school, we moved back to South Hadley. So I am currently in South Hadley, right where I started, but I think technically I grew up in Belchertown.
Yeah, when I say where did you grow up, it technically means like where were you born?
Okay, so where I was born.
It just says where did you grow up.
Okay, so where I grew up, I'd say Belchertown.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go with Belchertown. Belchertown's my final answer.
You moved around a lot as a child
Yeah.
because of the work?
A little bit. We were just bouncing from house to house. But yeah, I'd say because of work, my mom's job changed a little bit throughout. So.
Oh, so you.
But she works at Mount Holyoke now.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
You know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that.
You didn't know
So
that?
many things.
It's crazy. But yeah, it's for convenience reasons. We are in South Hadley now.
I moved around a lot
Okay.
too because my dad was in the military.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it.
So I lived in California, Texas, Georgia,
Very cool.
Alabama, Virginia, Vermont, Massachusetts, Philadelphia,
What a colorful background. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice.
and now I'm currently back in Massachusetts.
It's
And
nice.
a week from tomorrow, I'm going back home to Philadelphia.
Right. That's exciting.
But yeah, my dad was in the military, so I moved around a lot. Texas, Arkansas, Virginia, Vermont, Oklahoma.
I know I'm
Nebraska.
not the interviewer, but may I ask which one's been your favorite?
What's my favorite?
Yeah, the state
No
that
one
you
asked me
lived in.
this question.
What's
my favorite?
Format, yeah.
Well, I can tell you my not favorite,
Oh, I'll take that.
Massachusetts.
Oh, I see.
What's my favorite? Well, I'm going next Friday.
Philly.
That's home for me, man.
I get it. I hear ya.
Cheesesteaks, man. But I moved around. My dad was in the military, so
Yeah.
Texas, Arkansas, Virginia, Vermont, New
Right.
Hampshire, Oklahoma, California.
That's a lot.
Yep, a year in Tokyo.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
international. Yep, Spain for a while, but the longest was Massachusetts.
Okay.
Mostly around United States.
Okay.
Because he was in the military, so he would be shipped different places.
Right.
For a year or so, he was shipped overseas.
Right.
And in 2019, it was in Jerusalem. I was living in Israel.
Really?
Yeah.
That is so
He
interesting.
got out of the military a long time ago, but when he was in the military, he moved. Mostly the United States, like 3 or 4 international. Japan was one, and Jerusalem was the other. He was in the military, so he moved around a lot.
That's very
But
cool.
mostly the United States: Texas, Arkansas, Arizona, Vermont, New Hampshire,
Okay.
Philadelphia, Massachusetts. Massachusetts was in Philadelphia were the longest.
Okay.
Then Arkansas for a year, Texas for a year, Virginia for a year, Oklahoma for a year, Philadelphia for like 5 years, Massachusetts for 3 years, L.A. for like California for California for 7 years.
Wow. Okay.
So California was the longest.
Sure.
California, Massachusetts, and Philadelphia were the longest.
Okay. Nice.
California 7, Philadelphia 5, Massachusetts 4,
Cool.
Texas 1, New Jersey 1, Arkansas 1, Virginia 1, Oklahoma 1. He was shipped to different bases.
Yeah.
So he moved
yeah.
around.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you have any pets, and what are their names?
I did. I used to. They passed a little recently, but I would love to
I'm
talk
sorry for
about
your
them.
loss.
Oh, thank you so much.
Did you bury them to the proper funeral?
It was a proper funeral for sure. Their names were Colby and Gemma.
Oh.
Gemma was a spicy little Pomeranian.
Oh,
and,
you had a dog.
And then Colby was a dog as well. She was
Oh, you had 2 dogs. Okay.
She was half Bernese Mountain Dog and half Golden Retriever. So she was such a cutie pie.
Do you have pictures?
I mean, you do not have to ask twice. I will totally pull a picture.
Sorry about that.
No, you don't have to.
You said I have no pets. I don't like pets.
I have pets. What are you talking talking about? Eman's spreading lies about me.
We're gonna do your interview over again.
You want to do
Rumors.
Yeah, because you didn't know her mother worked them out.
There they are.
Oh, which one passed?
Goodness.
Oh, they're adorable.
both, yeah.
Oh, they're both passed?
They're both gone, but it was
That's
recent.
a beautiful.
I know,
Oh
she's
my
a
God.
cutie. Oh, yeah.
Was it a proper burial?
It was a
It
proper
was very
burial.
sad, right?
Mhm.
It's always sad when you have to put an animal down.
It is. But they
My
live good lives.
friend's dog just recently died.
Oh, that's
He
too
had
bad.
kidney failure. He was 18 years old. I mean, how old is that in human years?
I mean,
Dog is 18. Isn't it?
my times table is
Isn't
not
a dog?
me
Yeah.
easy.
Isn't a dog year the same as a human life?
Like, in our brains it is, but I think
My
their development
brother's dog
is
just died, and he was like 14. But in the human years, he'd be 101.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of time.
I'd be surprised if I'm alive at 101.
I know, that'd be good. That'd be cool.
15 human years equals the first year of a medium-sized dog's life.
So if he was 18, he would have been like 100 something. In how old in people years?
It would be
He was 18.
so 18 times 15.
Oh my god.
207.
Oh, gee.
He's ancient. All right, so he lived a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
My brother's dog was 14, so 14 and what? Well,
14 times 15.
I said he was 14 when he died. My brother's
Oh,
dog.
this actually does it for you. Okay, their aging slows down. Like when they're 1 year, they're 15, but then it slows down. So if
Oh.
the dog is 14.
He's 14 years old when he
he's about
died.
74.
So he'd be 74 in people years.
Yeah,
Okay.
My brother said he lived to be 101.
that's crazy. Oh well, if he was a really big dog, he was 100.
All right.
He was
These are facts.
Yeah.
he was a husky.
It's
Okay,
pretty.
yeah, it's a pretty big
Yeah.
dog.
Oh, I mean, it tells you the size.
Like if large, they're 1488, or if it's a great dog, 14 is 107.
I know he was a husky.
That's crazy. Wow.
Very nice.
He put out of kidney failure. I didn't even know a dog had kidneys.
Well, surprise, surprise. I guess they do.
At least he didn't have kidney. He had kidney stones actually, not kidney failure. Kidney stones,
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
and they couldn't do anything about it.
Ooh,
So he
yeah, that's tough.
so they put him down. My brother, he was in like an emotional like state of like, oh my god, I lost my dog.
Pets are
Because I was his
big.
companion.
Mhm.
Tell me about a time that you went to a performance and you were nervous.
Or maybe we
We'll
change
rephrase that.
it. Maybe you could say.
You're not a performer, so it doesn't make sense. She
know.
didn't even answer that.
I answered all of these questions.
Did you
even.
answer that one?
I did.
But
Every
you were
time
perfor-
I said every time I performed.
Oh, but she's not a performer, so that
No,
doesn't
performer.
count.
Why don't you ask a time she was excited to go to a performance?
What was it? Tell me about a time you were excited to go to a performance.
Well, I tell you what.
Say VHMA Variety Hour.
Do you say do or don't?
Don't say VHMA Variety
Okay,
Hour.
okay. I'll avoid.
Off the record, don't say
I'll
it.
avoid variety hour.
She said it.
Okay. Well, I was very excited for my first one here.
Don't say
Okay,
VHMA
okay,
Variety Hour.
okay.
Don't
So,
say- don't tell about Rosenthal.
okay, sure. Okay, I'll completely avoid the topic. I think I was really excited. You know, I've seen a few Broadway plays.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, it was really. They were all really cool.
I love theater.
I'm a big theater head. I
Me
love me some
too.
theater. Yeah, it was cool. I got to see Wicked, and I saw The Lion King, and I saw
A Lion King was the first one I ever saw on Broadway. Me and my dad.
Very Sick. Yeah, very
Love
cool.
The Lion.
It was amazing.
Yeah, New York, Broadway, man. New York City, man.
Yeah, NYC, the Big Apple.
Yeah. The big fake.
Right.
The big apple.
Sure.
Take a bite out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it tastes.
Probably like sewage.
Don't take
Yeah.
don't take a bite out of Bolton.
Yeah.
They don't call that the big apple,
They
right?
sure
No,
don't.
but Bolton is an apple.
They call Bolton the big fake.
Okay.
She'll tell you about it off the record.
All right. Off the record, of course.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Getting to Know You. I'd like to thank Maddie for taking the time to talk with us. Our theme song is Getting to Know You by Rogers and Hammerstein, performed by BHMA community member Franklin Nichols. Editing is done by Jake Goldstein. Creative direction is done by me, ETE, and creative support by my mom. We hope that you enjoyed the show.
Thank you for having me, sir. It was excellent.
Thank you.